So find a comfortable seated position. We'll start with a little bit of meditation and breath work to begin our practice on our theme of gratitude today. I'm going to use my Tibetan bowl to help us settle in. And so as you hear the sound of the bowl, just allow yourself to begin to take some deep breaths in and out, and just feel yourself beginning to settle into the room that you're in, to your mat, into this space. All right. Just allow your attention to turn to your breathing, noticing how you feel as we begin our practice today, feeling your breath moving in and out of the body. And let's begin by just taking some time to observe our breath. As you inhale, notice the temperature of the air as it enters through your nose. As you exhale, notice the feeling of the exhale. And with each breath, in and out, just observing all the subtle movement happening within your body as we breathe. The way the belly expands. Maybe the chest rises slightly. The way the chest falls and the belly draws in as you exhale. And we'll place the left hand over the heart and the right hand on the lower belly. And just breathe into the hands here. Notice how the hands feel as they connect gently with the body, bringing attention to our physical bodies and giving thanks for this time that we have to pause, to slow down, to care for ourselves. And to just kind of give ourselves some time to connect. Connect with our breath. Connect with our bodies. And become really aware of how we're feeling as we move through our practice. And as we take this time to just breathe deeply and settle in, I'd like you to focus your attention on one thing that you just feel really happy and appreciative to have in your life. This might be your family. It might be just this time to take care of yourself right now. It might be your favorite book or one of your teachers or coworkers or your pet or your home, your favorite food, just anything that, just the thought of it brings a sense of gratitude and appreciation. And maybe you're coming up with more than one thing, and that's fine too. Maybe you'll just let your mind, let your attention flutter from one thing to another. Or maybe you'll focus on just one thing or one person right now. Just holding that thought, that person, that place, whatever your object of gratitude is. And just taking a few breaths as we hold our attention on this thought of gratitude. Maybe visualizing this person or this thing in your mind. And saying a silent thank you, thank you, thank you. And just noticing how it feels to take a moment of gratitude. And recognizing that at any moment throughout the day, we can always shift our attention to a thought of gratitude. We might have the tendency to focus on what's not going right in our lives sometimes. But just as easily, we can focus on what is going right and what we are grateful for. So we'll bring this theme into our practice as we move through our yoga practice today. Just holding this feeling of gratitude. We'll bring the hands together in front of the heart. And just blink your eyes open, gazing down at your fingertips. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Good. On your next inhale, we'll sweep the arms out and up. Touch the palms high up above the head. Deep breath in and exhale, bringing the hands right back down to the heart. And go ahead and do that a few times on your own. Inhale. We can even feel gratitude for the nice stretch that we feel as we reach the arms up, the deep breath that we can take, and the release that comes with each exhale. 2 more times. Feeling your breath, connecting your movement to your breath. Okay. And after your last one, we'll just release the hands. Let them rest on top of your legs. And as you inhale, shrug your shoulders up to the ears. And noticing that tension that builds as we hug the shoulders up. And then as you exhale, roll the shoulders back and down and just feel that beautiful opening in the shoulders as we do that. Again, inhale, roll the shoulders forward and up. And exhale back and down. Really full breaths here. Inhale forward and up. Exhale. 2 more times on your own. And then whenever you're done, just let the hands settle back down. Okay, let's move into tabletop from here. So we'll come up onto hands and knees. And if you want your padding for your knees, you can place a blanket or towel under your knees. And we'll spread the fingers wide, bring the wrists under the shoulders, and untuck the toes. Okay. So looking down to the floor, spread the fingers wide, flat spine. On your next in-breath, we'll arch the spine and just peek up towards the ceiling. And exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale to arch the spine, looking up. Exhaling to round and tuck. Continuing this movement on your own, move with your breath. And even here, we can feel a sense of gratitude for the movement in our bodies, in our spines. And we'll do one more round here. And then on your inhale, come back to a flat spine. And we'll step the left foot forward, bringing the left foot into a low lunge. Bring the hands to the floor. If you have yoga blocks, you can also place your hands on yoga blocks. And we'll just bend into the front knee until you feel that stretch in front of the right hip. Maybe rock gently side to side, feeling into that hip flexor. Noticing how this feels for you. If you've been sitting all day, this might feel really, really nice for the hips. Okay, and then come back to stillness and tuck the back toes and press through the left foot and extend that leg until it stops on its own. So it might not be all the way straight. Mine's not completely straight, and that's okay. We're going to lift the toes if you want a little more of a stretch and just feel into the back of the left leg. Okay. So you can make this as intense or as gentle as you want. Okay. If you want more intensity, just lift those toes up a little bit more, maybe extend the leg a tiny bit more if you can. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, draw the left hip back, right hip forward, and then on your next exhale, just soften the head, bring the forehead towards the shin, and take a deep breath in and out. And we'll just take one more here. Just noticing whatever sensations come up and where you're feeling them. And then we'll lower that left foot back down to the floor. Untuck the back toes, flatten the hands on the mat, and then step that left leg back. And we'll switch. So right leg comes forward. Take your time. And then bend into the front knee. Lower the hips. And if you like, rocking gently side to side. Oh, and just feeling into that left hip flexor. And Breathing slow and steady here. And we'll come back to center and we'll extend the front leg as much as is comfortable and draw the hips back. Okay, and if you want a little bit more, lift the toes. Okay. And inhale, lengthen the spine. Draw the right hip back. So you're dragging the right heel a little closer towards you just to lengthen that stretch a tiny bit more if you like. Oh, and then exhale, gentle fold. Relax the head, chin towards the chest, and just breathing in here. Draw your attention into your body and just scan your body for whatever it's feeling, whatever sensations arise. Just with curiosity, kind of noticing, oh, I didn't realize that my right calf feels a lot tighter than my left one. Or, I'm feeling quite a bit in the space between my shoulder blades here. Just observing whatever comes up. One more breath. Good, and then bend that front knee. And we'll flatten the hands to the floor and bring that left leg back. And we'll separate the knees, bring the big toes to touch, and let's just take a child's pose to open up those hips a little bit more. Draw the hips back towards the heels. You can stretch the arms forward and bring your forehead to the mat. Or you can just make fists with your hands and place your forehead on your hands if your forehead does not comfortably reach the floor. And just take 3 deep breaths in and out. So inhale, feeling the belly expand between the thighs. And exhale, feeling the belly draw in. And 2 more breaths. And as we move through the practice, I encourage you to ask yourself in each pose, what can I be grateful for in this moment? Maybe it's just having a nice clean yoga mat to do your practice on. Maybe it's the fact that you were able to make time for your practice today. And on your next inhale, we'll come back up onto hands and knees. Ooh, bring the knees hip width apart. We'll walk the hands forward, tuck the toes, and come on up to downward facing dog. So floating those hips up and back. Oh, and for our first downward dog, feel free to just feel it out. Maybe bend the knees, pedal the feet out, shake the head a little bit. Just sort of work your way into the posture. And then over the next couple breaths, go ahead and settle into a static downward facing dog where your fingers are spread wide, heels are rooting downwards. They don't need to touch the floor. The head is relaxed. Maybe shake the head out a little bit. And soften the knees, draw the chest a little closer to the thighs. Deep breath in and out. And again, what can I be grateful for right now? On your next exhale, soften the knees, look forward and step to the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold with the feet hip width apart. Bring your hands to the floor. Your knees can be as bent as they need to be. If your hands don't reach the floor, you can place your hands on your shins or maybe rest your elbows on your thighs like this. And let's just take a few moments to relax the head and the neck and just gently rock forward and back. And just bringing attention to the spine and the backs of your legs, the back of your neck. Breathing deeply, really bringing the breath, really connecting to the breath here. If your legs feel really tight, just soften your knees a little bit. You can always adjust your postures. And then let's just bring the hands together behind the back. So flatten your feet on the ground. So now you're just rooting down through the feet. Interlace your fingers behind the back. And then draw the shoulder blades together and squeeze the palms towards each other. Reach the hands up and over the head as much as is comfortable. And take a couple more breaths in and out here. And bring your attention again, just scanning your body. Notice what you're feeling in your body. And if you're noticing that there seems to be a really strong struggle anywhere, notice what you can do to adjust, okay, to make it feel like it's really working for you. So, for example, my legs are straight right now and I'm feeling like quite a really strong sensation. It doesn't feel like the most productive stretch, so I'm going to soften my knees and be a little more gentle. And that feels a little bit better, actually a lot better for my body. Okay, so how can you adjust little things to make this practice work for you and any practice work for you? One more breath here. Relaxing the head. Feel the crown of the head drop towards the floor. And then relax the arms. Bring the hands all the way down. Just let them dangle underneath the shoulders. Bend the knees 90 degrees. Press through the feet. And then roll up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly, slowly coming up. And once you're up, we'll stand up tall in Tadasana. Looking out in front of you. Strong standing posture. Lift your toes off the floor. Spread the toes wide. And then feel the inner arches of your feet lifted. Keep that lift. Imagine that you're drawing energy up from the floor, up through the legs. Your kneecaps lift slightly. Your thighs engaged. Belly drawing slightly in. And then crown of the head floating up. And then relax the shoulders down and back. Keep all of this engagement. Just soften your toes to the floor now. Deep breath in, standing tall. Standing strong. Exhale. Bring the hands together right in front of the heart. And on your next inhale, we'll sweep the arms out and up. Big stretch. Lift the heart, look up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Come all the way down. Relax the head. Forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Long spine. Press the thighs back. Exhale, left leg steps back. Come into a high lunge. So you're going to keep the back knee lifted. Find your balance. And then lift yourself up into crescent lunge. Sweeping the arms forward and up. Exhale, holding here. Find a point to focus your eyes. Strong legs. And again, notice how this pose feels and if you need to adjust anything. So I'm feeling a little bit wobbly, so I'm just going to squeeze my inner thighs a bit closer together. And that feels a little more stable. One more breath. As you exhale, reach the hands down. Step into plank pose. Top of a push-up here. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Bend the elbows, come down to the floor. Untuck the toes. Hug the shoulder blades together and lift the chin and chest into baby cobra. And just feel the lower back here. Feel the engagement of the muscles in the lower back. And if you want a little more, float your legs off the floor. Breathing in and out here. And again, what can we be grateful for in this pose? Maybe the fact that, we're strengthening our spines, we're strengthening our backs to help keep us upright, to help move us through our days with more strength and stability. And then on your exhale, we'll just release. Tuck the toes and downward facing dog. One deep breath in. And exhale, soften the knees, look forward, step or jump to the top. Inhale, come halfway up. On your exhale, we're going to step the right leg back. Come right into that lunge, high lunge. Find your balance and come into crescent lunge, sweeping the arms forward and up. Focus your eyes on one point. Strong legs, fingertips reaching high. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And exhale, reaching down and downward. Plank pose. Top of a push-up. Breathing in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Or if you like, a more full cobra. By straightening the arms a little bit more. Feel the toenails on the floor. Draw the chest forward. Breathing in. And exhale, lower down. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward and step or jump to the top. Inhaling halfway up. And exhaling to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, touch the palms. Look up, lift the heart. And exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reaching up. We're going to flow through this a little bit faster. Exhale, swan dive forward. One breath per movement. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, left leg back, high lunge. Inhale to crescent lunge. Exhale to lower down. Hands to the floor. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale to lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, soften the knees, look forward and step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, right leg steps back now. High lunge into crescent lunge. Sweep the arms forward and up. Good. Exhale, hands down. Plank pose. Inhale to pause. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step or jump to the top. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, touch the palms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pausing here, standing tall in Tadasana, mountain pose. Shift the weight to that left foot and see if you can pick up that right foot, bringing the knee a little bit higher if you want a little bit more. And then we'll switch. So shift to the right foot, pick up the left foot off the floor, just finding your balance here. And exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, float the right knee off the floor. Lifting it about to hip level if you can. Good. Exhale, release. And inhale, float the left foot off the floor. Right about to hip level with the knee. And exhale, release. Stand in Tadasana and inhale, sweep the arms out and up, touching the palms. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, left leg back. We're going to lower the left heel to the floor. Press through the feet, and then inhale, sweep the arms up. So this is warrior one. Ground through the back heel, gazing forward, breathing in. And then exhale, we're going to switch into warrior two. So turn the back foot out a little bit, and then reach the right arm forward, left arm back. Exhale, bend into that front knee. Okay. Breathing here, shooting your fingertips forward and back. Make sure the left arm, that back arm, is parallel to the floor. Right arm parallel to the floor. As you exhale, gaze down towards your right knee and make that knee cover up the right pinky toe. Okay, so you might need to bend a little bit more and move the knee slightly out. Good. And then hold here. And just take a moment to notice where your shoulders are. We want them right above those hip bones, as opposed to oftentimes we lean forward here. So just shift your shoulders right over the hips and scoop your tailbone under. Breathing in. Breathing out. On your inhale, drop the left hand, reach the right arm up and over. Big, big stretch up. Feeling that down the right side of the rib cage and waist. Inhale. And exhale, back to warrior two. From here, right elbow comes on top of the thigh. Left arm floats up, 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 and over the head into our side angle stretch. Feel a nice long line from the left pinky all the way down the left arm, left waist, hip, leg, and heel. One more breath. Press through the feet. Inhale, come back to warrior two. We're going to do that one more time, and we're just going to flow through it really nice and easily. So inhale, reach the right arm up and over. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, hold here, reach to those fingertips. Exhale, side angle stretch. Look up towards the ceiling. On your next inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, pinwheel the arms all the way down. Slowly, slowly take your time here. Come back into that lunge, flatten the hands, and then plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. And on your exhale, soften the legs, look forward and step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come to stand. Sweep the arms out and up, touch the palms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reaching up. Big stretch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, right leg back. Warrior one. So again, the back heel spins down. Press through the feet and inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Take a breath here. And we'll switch into warrior two by turning the right toes out a little bit. Okay, until it feels nice and aligned so your knee doesn't feel weird. And then stretch the arms out, bend into that left knee. Okay. Just check your alignment. Make that left knee cover up your pinky toe. So you probably have to shift the knee out a little bit. And bring the arms parallel to the floor. Stretch, 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 like you're trying to touch something right in front of you and right in back of you. So there's a difference between just kind of reaching our arms out and then actively stretching the arms out. So do the latter, really stretching out. Breathe. Exhale, dropping the back hand. Inhaling, left arm up and over the head. Breathing here. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, left elbow on the thigh, right arm up and over the head. So big stretch, and then peek up towards the ceiling. So you're really drawing this right shoulder back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feel your feet nice and firmly rooted down, strong legs, inner thighs squeezing towards each other. Inhale, back to warrior two. Now let's flow through this. Release that back hand. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to pause. Exhale, side angle stretch. One more time. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, drop the back hand. Inhale, left arm up and over. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to pause. And exhale, side angle stretch. Inhale, back to warrior two. And exhale, pinwheel the arms all the way down. Take your time, lift that back heel, and then step into plank pose. Strong plank here. Let's pause for a moment. Feel your lower belly drawing in towards your spine. The crown of the head reaching away from your heels. Body in one straight line. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, bend the elbows, come all the way down. Inhale, cobra or baby cobra. Hold and pause. One more breath in. Exhale, lower down and downward facing dog. Breathing in. And exhale, release or soften the knees, look forward and step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, touching the palms above the head and looking up. Lift the heart and exhale. Bring your hands to the heart. Good. And from here, just take a moment to pause, standing tall in Tadasana. Feel your feet on the floor, and let's practice our balancing pose here. We'll shift the weight to the right foot and spread the right toes and lift the left foot off the floor. Okay, and let's come into tree pose. So you can look down at your foot and bring it to the inner ankle, inner calf, okay, or inner thigh if you want to get crazy with it. If this feels like it's too much, inner ankle with that big toe on the floor to help you with balance. Okay, so find what works for you and then really activate the standing leg. So instead of like standing like this where we're just kind of being a little lazy in the legs here, root down through that standing foot, lengthen through the crown of the head. So everything's nice and tall and strong and engaged. And then or standing in tree pose, whichever variation feels good for you. Ooh. And then hands can come to the belly or together at the heart. Find a point to focus your eyes, and let's take 3 breaths here. And just seeing if we can tap into one thing that we appreciate, one thing that we feel grateful for. And one more breath. Beautiful. Gently release the hands and release the legs. Oh, and you can roll that ankle out if you need to. Whoa, I'm really like wobbly today. All right, let's try the other side. So shifting the weight to the left foot, or whichever one you didn't do, spread those toes, activate that standing leg. So lift the kneecap slightly, not locking it out, but just engaged. Oh, and then bringing the foot to the inner ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Okay, so another thing to practice is making this knee point out as much as is comfortable here. So that way you're getting a nice hip opener as well, more so than if your knee was like facing forward. Okay, so just gently guide that knee out to the side. And if this side feels harder, that's okay, usually, or easier. There's usually one dominant side. Just do your best, adjust as you need to, and then place your hands at the belly or at the heart. Breathing here, finding your drishti, point of focus for your eyes. And what can I appreciate in this very moment, right here, right now? All right. On your next exhale, gently release. Oh, shift the weight and roll the ankle out here if you need to. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So before we come all the way down to the floor, I'd like to do one more hip opener. You have 2 options here, either a squatted position in Malasana, which is where we bend the knees and bring the hands to the heart. If you have any knee or ankle issues and that doesn't feel good, I'm going to have you come all the way down to sit on the floor, bottoms of the feet together like this, Baddha Konasana. Okay, so your choice here. And if you're choosing this one, you can just interlace your fingers around the toes and fold forward. If you are choosing to come into the squatted position, I'll do it from the side here. The knees come apart, hands together in front of the heart, and then the elbows just to the inner knees. And we'll try to lengthen the spine, drop the tailbone, and reach up through the crown of the head. Okay, if you're in the other position, just allow your head to relax. Feel the stretch down the spine and in your hips. And wherever you are, just take some deep breaths in and out. Noticing how this pose feels for you. Feeling everything begin to settle and quiet down. And again, what can we give thanks for right here, right now? And just as easily, we can focus on what we're upset about or what's not going right. what's wrong with our situation, what's wrong with this or with that. But just as easily, we can turn our attention to what is right. What are we thankful for? What do we appreciate? And it's a choice that we can make moment to moment. It's a choice that we make every single day. Take one more breath in. And if you are in Mulasana, the squatted position, you can release the hands and gently lower the hips. And if you are in Baddha Konasana, you can slowly roll yourself back up. And we're all going to come down onto our backs together. So gently roll yourself down. Bring the knees towards you and just wrap your hands around the knees. And just give yourself a little hug. Rock the knees side to side. Wiggle the toes, point and flex the feet. And let's come into happy baby to finish today. So separate your knees, flex your feet, and turn the bottoms of the feet up to the ceiling. Holding behind the thighs or the ankles or the feet if you can reach. So just do what works for you. And take some deep breaths in and out, feeling yourself beginning to settle. Feeling the rise and fall of your belly. And as you exhale, bring the legs together, wrap the arms around the legs, and squeeze into a little ball, forehead towards the knees. Squeeze in tight and tighten up your whole face. And then stretch the face, stick out the tongue, roll your eyes back. And release. Come down into your final relaxation pose. Shavasana, or you can roll onto your side in a fetal position if that's more comfortable. So in Shavasana, the legs are straight, feet apart, toes to the sides, hands away from the body, palms up. You can always bend your knees if that feels better for your back. And take a deep breath in through the nose, and let's sigh the breath out through the mouth. And just allowing yourself to rest here for the next few minutes. Nothing else to do. Letting this be enough for right now. Feeling the belly rise and fall with each breath. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out by ringing the bowl 3 times. Peace. Begin to deepen the breath. Feeling the belly rise and fall. Gently wiggle the fingers and toes. Roll the hands and feet, waking the body. And on your next inhale, find a big stretch. Reaching the arms up, stretch the legs, point the toes, stretch, stretch. Exhale, release the arms, roll to one side, and slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And once you're there, bring your hands together at the heart and tuck your chin. And remembering that ability to tap into gratitude any moment throughout the day. And may we bring this energy of gratitude into the rest of our day, the rest of our week. Thank you so much for taking this time to care for yourself and to share your practice. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.